Act 31. Baoyu went to school again. Time. Red Chamber, 15th year winter. Location. Study room, private school, Grand View Garden. Character. Jia Baoyu, Jia Dairu, Shirin Lindayu, Zijuan, Jia Zheng, Lady Wang, and several others. Character profile card. Name: Jia Dairu. Gender: male. Identity: elder of the Dai generation in the Jia family. Personality: irresponsible pseudo-scholar. After Ing Chun was taken away by the Sun family, one day, Jia Zheng asked Wang Shifeng about Ing Chun's recent situation. He heard that she was not doing well, and Jia Zheng sighed. Then, Wang Shifeng told Jia Zheng about Baoyu's childish words and antics, which made Jia Zheng couldn't help laughing. Thinking that his son was getting older and staying in the Grandview Garden all the time was not a good thing, Jia Zheng decided to let him continue studying at home under a private tutor, and Wang Shifeng agreed. Early the next day, as soon as Baoyu got up, a servant came to deliver a message that Jia Zheng was looking for him. Baoyu quickly tidied up his clothes and went to Jia Zheng's room. After seeing Baoyu, Jia Zheng asked, "I have noticed that your studies have become more and more careless in recent years. I have also heard that you have been ill and refused to study. Are you better now? I know that you play and fool around with the sisters in the Grandview Garden every day, and you also fool around with those maids, delaying your serious matters. Although you can write a few poems, there is nothing extraordinary about it. Examinations for officials ultimately focus on writing articles. From today onwards, you are not allowed to write poems anymore. Study the 8-legged essays diligently. I give you 1 year. If there is still no improvement, don't bother reading books anymore. I don't want a son who is so useless." Later, Jia Zheng also called Li Gui in and instructed, "Tomorrow morning, let Baiming, Mingyan, renamed as Baiming, bring all the books Baoyu needs to read. I will personally take him to school." Early the next morning, Jia Zheng indeed personally sent Baoyu to the family school. When he saw Jia Dairu, Jia Zheng greeted him respectfully and then said, "I personally brought him here today because I have something to entrust to you. This child is not young anymore, and he should learn some useful knowledge. This is the key to achieving success and fame. Currently, he is just playing around with the other children at home all day. Although he knows a few poems, they are all just about the wind, clouds, moon, and dew, and have nothing to do with serious matters." Jia Dairu asked, "I see that he has a handsome appearance and is quite intelligent, so why is he not willing to study and instead indulges in wild and playful behavior? This study of poetry and prose is not very useful. It would be better to wait until he becomes successful in the future before studying." Jia Zheng said, "All we ask now is for him to study and write well. If he doesn't learn his lesson, the old master will just have to discipline him seriously. We can't let him waste his life in vain." After some small talk, Jia Zheng took his leave, leaving Baoyu in the care of Jia Daiyu. Baoyu looked around and found that the children who had fought earlier were no longer there. Many new students were unfamiliar to him, and he also thought of the deceased Qin Zhong, feeling a bit melancholy. Since it was his first day of school, Jia Dairu had sent Baoyu back early and instructed him to study 2 chapters for the next day to check on his recent progress, making Baoyu even more nervous. After school, Baoyu went to see Grandma Jia first, then went to see Jia Zheng, listened to his instructions on how to study well, and then went to see Lady Wang. After leaving Lady Wang's place, Baoyu rushed to the Xiaoxiang Pavilion in 3 steps and 2 steps. As soon as he walked in, he clapped his hands and laughed loudly. "I'm back." This startled Daiyu. Seeing it was Baoyu, Daiyu asked, "I heard you went to school. Why did you come back so early?" Baoyu said, "Oh my, it's incredible. I went to study today and didn't have time to see you all. After enduring the whole day, seeing you now feels like coming back to life. Just like the ancients said, not seeing you for a day is like being separated for 3 autumns." Daiyu smiled and pursed her lips, instructing Zijuan, Quickly make a bowl of Longjing tea for second master. Second master is studying now, and he can't compare to the way he used to be. Baoyu's face fell. What's the point of studying? I hate all these Confucian teachings the most. What's even more ridiculous is those formulaic essays, clearly just a way to deceive and make a living, but they have to talk about representing the words of sages. The most ludicrous part is those who have nothing in their brains, yet they spout nonsense, making up all kinds of things, pretending to be knowledgeable. But my father always tells me to study this, and I dare not disobey. Why are you mentioning this now? Baoyu said, although we don't study this, we used to study with Mr. Yutsuen before, and have also read some. At that time, although we didn't fully understand, we still thought it was good, and we can't just dismiss it completely. Baoyu didn't like hearing this, and he thought to himself, how did she become so greedy and ruthless? But he didn't dare to argue, so he just snorted in response. At night, Baoyu reviewed his homework for a while and then started to have a fever. He tossed and turned until late before falling asleep. The next day, he arrived late. Xiao Ge was very unhappy and criticized him with a stern face. No wonder the master is always angry with you, saying that you are not capable. Look, you just started school, and you are already late on the second day. What time do you call this? Baoyu quickly explained the situation from last night, and only then did Xiao Ge stop questioning him further. Next, Xiao Daijun opened a chapter of a book and asked Baoyu to explain it. Baoyu took a look and saw that it was the chapter, The Importance of Being Earnest. He breathed a sigh of relief, thankful that it wasn't on subjects like studying or mediocrity. So he asked, how should I explain it? Xiao Ge said, summarize each paragraph, then talk about each sentence carefully. Baoyu took it over and read the article first, then said, this chapter encourages the younger generation to work hard in time and not to end up achieving nothing when they are old. It uses fear to stimulate the younger generation's ambition at first, and then uses fearlessness to warn about their future. Xiao Ge nodded. It's okay. How about a lecture? Baoyu then said, the sages say that when people are young, they are clever and capable at everything, which is really scary. Who would have thought that the future days would not be like my today? If one is careless until the age of 40 or 50, they will not be successful. So, even if a person seemed to have talent when they were young, by that time, no one will be afraid of them for their whole life. Xiao Ge commented and corrected it, then let Baoyu explain the meaning of, I have never seen a good virtue as good as lust. Baoyu was at a loss for a moment and could only force himself to say, the sages see that some people are unwilling to appreciate and pursue virtue, preferring instead to indulge in female beauty. They do not realize that virtue is something inherent in human nature, yet people are unwilling to pursue it. As for beauty, although it is also innate, irresistible to all, virtue is in accordance with the principles of nature, while beauty appeals to human desires. How can people be expected to appreciate virtue as they do worldly desires? Confucius sighed as he hoped that people could turn back to virtue. Xiao Ge said, that makes sense. Since you understand what the sages have said, why do you still make such mistakes? You are at the crucial stage of being awe-inspiring in your youth. How can you not strive for improvement? I will give you 1 month to organize all the books you have studied, then read articles for another month, and then I will give you topics to write about. Baoyu had no choice but to reluctantly agree, and he did his daily homework according to the teacher's arrangements. The first and second generations of the Jia family. The first generation of the Jia family, Rongwa Duke Jia Yuan and Ningwa Duke Jia Yan, their names have the water, radical, belonging to the water generation. Jia Mansion's second generation, Dai generation. Jia Yan's title was passed on to his eldest son, Jia Daihua, and the title of Ningwa Mansion was inherited by Jia Daihua. Jia Yuan's title was passed down to his eldest son, Jia Daishon, who inherited Rongwa Manor. Their other sons divided and started a new family. Jia Dairu also belongs to the generation of Dai.